Hey guys, welcome back to Road to Dark Matter. This is a series where every time I get a gun gold, I post a video with my best class, tips, stats, and progression. Hopefully some of you guys might find this video useful, so without further ado, let's get into episode 3. The AUG is the third gun you unlock in the tactical rifle category, and in my opinion it is one of the best, if not the best gun in the game. You unlock this gun at level 28, which is just a bit over halfway through the leveling system, so it can easily be reached after a couple of hours of playtime. The AUG is a burst-fire weapon and it absolutely melts people in this game. It has such a high damage output that you can easily kill people in one burst from close up and long ranges. It's crazy how good this gun is, and I'll be surprised if this gun doesn't get nerfed in the coming weeks, so make the most of this gun while you can. Now, for the important part, the class setup. So here's my class setup for the AUG. It's a pretty standard class. I pretty much use the same layout for most of my classes now, but let's go through this again. So here is the primary weapon, of course, the AUG. For secondary, I have the RPG. I'm close to getting that gold, so I have it on there to help with those challenges. For the tactical, I use a stim shot just to heal quicker. It seems to take a while to heal in this game, so it's quite crucial to heal before the other enemy, and you can pop around there and kill them. For lethal, I've just been using the tomahawk, just having a lot of fun with it, really, just throwing it over buildings, getting Hail Marys. It's just like a lot of fun to use, and everyone seems to run a flak jacket, so most of the time your grenades aren't getting kills, so I just find tomahawks pretty useful. For field upgrade, I have the field mic. Pretty much run this all the time, unless I run like a launcher, then I'd maybe switch it up for the assault pack. Um, but for my perks, I use a wildcard perk read, which allows me to have an extra perk from each category. So for the perks, I have Flak Jacket, which takes less damage from enemy explosions, and I have Tactical Mask, making the reduced resistance to flashbangs and stun grenades, and immune to gas, which I didn't know until then. Um, for the second lot of perks, I use Scavenger to replenish ammo, especially if I'm going long streaks with this gun, which is very possible because it is an absolute beast. I use Quartermaster to recharge my equipment over 25 seconds. It's just for my stim shot so I can get them back quicker. For perk 3, I use Ghost and Ninja, pretty much standard on all my classes. Just Ghost being able to appear off the mini map, which is great, and Ninja to just be a lot more quieter and resistant to field mics, so it's always good to use that. But yeah, let's get into the attachments. So for the attachments, I run a optic on this gun, a barrel, a magazine, a handle, and a stock. This is pretty much standard on most of my classes, to be fair. They just seem to be the best attachments to put on a gun. So for my optic, I run the Hollow Scout. I do occasionally switch it up to the Quick Dot LED, depends on how I'm feeling, but I generally lean towards the Hollow Scout. Just find it's a lot easier to kill people, and the recoil, I'm not sure if it's like a placebo, but it just seems to be a lot easier to control. For the reticle for that, I'm using the up little arrow. Um, I would probably use the crosshair dot or the plus, but I haven't unlocked them yet, so as soon as I unlock them, I use them. Right, back in attachments. So don't run a muzzle. I do run the 19.8-inch Task Force barrel. Extra damage range, bullet velocity. Don't really notice bullet velocity, but it does have two cons, and that is in recoil control, and those are both vertical and horizontal. Not so much of a big deal. I don't really notice it, to be honest with you. Um, it's pretty much easy to manage gun anyway, so it's not the end of the world. Don't have a body, don't have an underbarrel, but I do have the 54 round fast mag. Just having that extra ammo and then reloading quicker just is a great attachment for this gun. It does have a big con of aim down sight time, which is a bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world for this gun. I then have the elastic wrap for the handle, which increases my aim down and sight time, which counteracts my last attachment for the mag. Having that flinch resistance and aiming while going prone, which is the big thing in that attachment. I do like to drop shot people, so it is good to have that. It does have sprint to fire time and shooting move speed. Shooting move speed isn't a big deal, but the sprint to fire time is a bit of a annoying con. But the positives outweigh the negatives on this attachment. For the stock, I used a radar pad, which increases the sprint to fire time we lost on that last attachment, and it also increases the aim walk-in movement speed, which is great. The con is hip fire accuracy, which I don't tend to spray from the hip from this gun, so not the end of the world. You kind of want to be picking people off, aiming down your sight rather than spraying from the hip, so it's not really affect you that much. Right, so on to the camo portion of the video. So the first camo spray, get 300 eliminations with the AUG. So that's pretty simple. You do that probably before you even get this gun up to the max rank, which just comes naturally. The next one is get 100 headshot medals with the AUG. Again, comes naturally. With this gun, the recoil goes pretty much straight up with the burst, so majority of the time you're probably picking headshots off anyway, so you probably get that. But again, if you do come behind someone, take time, just aim for the head rather than just shoot them in the back. Now onto the classic camo. Get 5 kills without dying 20 times. If you're a good player, this may come naturally again. I think this came naturally to me, but it's pretty simple to do. As soon as you see you're on like a 3 kill streak, just sit back a little bit and just try to pick people off, and just play carefully if you know you're around that 5 kills. For the next one, you've got 50 long shots, which is a little bit tricky. I was playing Nuketown 24/7 at the time that I got this gun gold, so there's not really that long shot areas. But for example, from window to window, occasionally if they're sat quite far back in the window, you can get a long shot, or especially down where the B side of domination is in that map, you can definitely get some long shots there. But I'd probably recommend going into combined arms, especially Crossroads has a lot long lines of sight, so it'd be a good map for getting those long shots in. Now for Flora camo, kill 75 enemies detected, stunned, or blinded by your score streaks, equipment, or field upgrades. So this is also no reason to run the field mic, especially in Nuketown. If you place it down a building, you pretty much cover that whole entire side, so you can pick people off pushing you, which is quite easy to do. And that came naturally while playing Nuketown for me. The Nuketown players are still alive at the time of recording this, so if you've got these challenges to do, I'd recommend jumping into there. For the science camo, shoot and kill 50 enemies taking cover from you. I don't really know how much of their body has to be behind cover. It's very hit and miss. Like I got the last couple of challenges of this in Nuketown window, spraying people across the other Nuketown window. Sometimes it counted, sometimes it didn't. I think I needed 3 off in one game, and I could have sworn I killed about 10 people taking cover by that window, but only got credit for 3. So I'm not sure if that's a bit buggy or if they just had to be really hidden behind cover. For the last set of camos, you just need to kill 2 or more enemies rapidly 25 times. Game comes naturally, but I would recommend going to Nuketown again, just because everyone's going to be quite close together and you can easily get double kills in like probably a couple of games, to be honest with you, in Nuketown. So it's a nice easy one at the end there, which obviously unlocks the gold camo for the AUG. Now on for the stats portion of the video. If you watched my last Road to Dark Matter episode 2, these would look very similar because I'm recording them the day after and I haven't played any games since then. But I'll just go through them anyway, just in case you missed it. So I'm Prestige 3, leveled 100. I've played 2 days, 2 hours, 51 minutes, quite a lot of time. Played a total of 392 games with a 1.45 win to loss ratio. Currently on a 0 win streak, which is a bit sad, but I think my highest is 12. So hopefully get that higher next time. Got 1.5 KD with a total of 10,678 eliminations. Got a pretty high score per minute, I'd say, for 571. I do like to play the objective, and my high streak is 24 still. So close to getting I think it's a brutal medal, which is 25, and a little bit off the nuclear, a bit annoying, but hopefully I'll get that soon. My top weapons are the XM4, M16, the AUG. I don't know how the AUG is third on that list. It's probably the best gun. Maybe that's why, because it took less time to get it up to the max rank and gold, etc., because it was better than the rest of them. So again, if you did see my last video, my challenges are exactly the same. Haven't done any more, but I'll just go back over them. So I've got 57% of the career challenges done, 63% of the battle hard challenges done, and I've got 3 dark ops challenges done. I just need one more for like the killer medals. I need to get 7 plus. I can't remember what that one's called, but that's the last one I need to do for there. I am close to a couple of challenges being done, but I'm not really pushing challenges at the moment because I am max level 100 and I just don't want to waste the XP. But I have got 100% in a couple of them, so in boot camp, for example, and killer and return fire. The killer one I'm actually using at the moment for my call sign, so I find that one pretty good. But yeah, aiming for that 100% challenge is complete one. But I just want to wait until the start of next season before I move on to anything else. I hope you guys found this video useful, and if you find the classes pretty good, let me know in the comments. Any feedback is most appreciated, and hopefully I will see you in the next Road to Dark Math episode. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.